Scott Naso has won the battle against his former in-laws. A judge today has denied the petition of visitation rights with their 4-year-old granddaughter, the daughter that he had with his late wife, Sherry, who abruptly died of breast cancer in April of 2024. And that, according to him, she's not here with us today because of her parents. Now, they actually met in 2016. She gets diagnosed with breast cancer in 2017, goes through chemo, radiation, and finally she's in remission. Life is good. They get married in 2020, and about a year later, they welcome their daughter via surrogate. However, she dies of breast cancer in April of 2024. He, in January of 2025, lodges a complaint against both of her parents, who were doctors. Her father was a pediatrician who had a private practice. Her mother was a pathologist at a large medical group. He files this complaint against her parents with the Rhode Island Department of Health, accusing them of Munchausen syndrome by proxy against Sherry and his daughter, Lila. Now, he blames his late wife's parents for her death, claiming in the complaint they gave medical advice that interfered with her treatment, masked her symptoms when her cancer returned. Now, he shares that a few months before she passes, the in-laws move in, and he starts noticing that she's all the time on the sofa. He doesn't understand what's going on. Is she depressed? What's wrong? He thinks that her mental health is really suffering, and he keeps telling her, you need to go to the doctor, you need to go to the doctor. The in-laws, especially the mom, was like, no, you need to mind your business. I'm taking care of her. All of a sudden, she one day goes to drink some water in front of him. She cannot move this side of her face. He immediately reaches out to a friend that's a neurologist. He gets him a referral, and they find that she has a large tumor, that her cancer has spread throughout her entire body. They had to have emergency surgery. Unfortunately, she never woke up. Additionally, he also claims that his wife's father, that was also supposed to be the pediatrician of his granddaughter, wrote more than 36 prescriptions for her before she turned 3. He shares that after Sherry's death, they got into an argument, they moved out, and he starts going through the cabinets. He starts finding pills upon pills in his wife's name, in office manager's name of the pediatrician's office, narcotics, all different medications that apparently she was taking. Instead of getting help, she would have found that, in fact, her cancer had returned. But they didn't do that. They didn't help her at all. Additionally, that is when he finds out about all of the prescriptions. And that is the reason why he did not want them around his daughter. He has made it clear that they made his daughter sick, so that way they could have Sherry constantly asking for help. Had no other reason than to move in with her. Now, as you all see, he won.